One of the things that I have always done is listen to success stories in other businesses that have nothing to do with my industry. Listen to success stories in other areas of life for people that have nothing to do with my life or my industry. And many times, many times, you will be able to draw parallels out of those successes because all success has the basic same foundation. And one of these parallels is that there's this very important truth. There's always a way, but there's not always enough time. I would write that down. One of the gifts, the great gifts of my life, was my near-death experience at a very early age when I was 24. I really believe that the reframe of life for me at 24 years old gave me a much different focus than everybody else that I was around at that age. Because I realized that this gift that we have called life could go away at any moment. And especially when you're young, you generally don't think that, right? You're invincible, right? When I think of the stupid shit that I did when I was a teenager, I don't think I would have done anything like that had I had that experience before those years. It's always been something that's been in the back of my mind, right? You only have so much time. Even if you live to be 100, right? You only have so much time. And there's a couple of points with that. Number one, there's a last time for everything, especially when you look at your specific life. As you get older and you change, your body changes, your energy changes, the world changes. We usually wake up to something that it's over and we didn't even see it coming, right? Sometimes it's a marriage, sometimes it's a friendship, sometimes it's a relationship, sometimes it's a team member, sometimes it's an opportunity because something changed within your industry or in your business, and something that was really great, it's gone just like that. It has its very specific time and then it passes. And what I know about most people is they never consider that in their behavior. They always think there's more time. When we had our office, we had two signs in the office, the Buddha thing, and it said, the illusion is that you have time. That's the illusion, that you have time. You don't have time. But what you have is opportunities. That means that if you stay conscious of the idea that what you have that is in your life, in your awareness right now, is of such vital importance for you to take action on, you can make the most of those opportunities right now. But there's no guarantee that it'll be here tomorrow, or a month from now, or 5 years from now, or 10 years from now. In fact, it will probably be gone, especially at how fast our world is currently changing. You've got an opportunity to do something now. Business itself, being an entrepreneur, being a business person, capitalism has proved something over and over and over again. And that is, in every business, there's always a way forward. There's always another sale. There's always another customer. There's always another opportunity. People very much get bogged down in the idea of, I don't know who to call, I don't know who to ask. Maybe a person is resisting making calls, right? They know they need to be making sales calls and they're just not doing it. Every day that you're stuck in the negative around it, you don't get that day back. That's gone. And what's even worse is that you don't understand the amount of momentum you've lost because you didn't stay in the game every day. Make the extra call. Make the extra 5 calls. Do a little bit more, right? Nightingale used to say, do a little extra work just for the lavish of it. Because when you do that, you're so engaged in what you're doing. You're in the momentum. Opportunities come to those people. The people that sit around and do nothing, or they ponder, or they're, well, let me work on this, let me work on that. Those opportunities are passing those people by. Now, they'll never know it because they don't see it because they're not engaged. Let's just say figuratively, the goal is to become rich or independently wealthy, so to speak, right? There is a last time for you to get started to where that can actually happen. And then you're out of time. And that could be situational. It could be industry change. It could be law changes. In everything that we do, if you're not moving toward the goal that you want, there will be a last time where it's possible for you. That's not negative. That's just truth for every one of us, right? There's a last time to be the person that tells somebody that you care about, I love you. Once they're gone, and they're gone. Once the marriage is over, it's over. Once the friendship is destroyed, it's destroyed. There's a last time. There's a last time to reach out and help somebody. And the other thing is this, always remember, because capitalism itself has proved that there's always a way, what you're not reaching out for, somebody else is. Now, I'm not saying that in a competitive way, but I'm saying it in an awareness way. If you don't go find what's already been here for you, because we weren't created by a capricious or an emotional God. The universe is absolute, okay? You were given the impetus to start a business, to create something, to go out and help people in some way. The law of opposites says that those people have to be here. You can't have one without the other. They have to be here and they have a need for what it is that you do. Now, if you don't fulfill your end, is God going to make it so that they don't get their need fulfilled? No. Somebody else will go in there and fulfill that need. And you will lose what was justifiably yours by the law of your purpose in life. All the greatness that you want is yours by right, but not by entitlement, which means you have to do the work. That's the cause and effect to bring in that greatness into your life. If you don't, everything that you would have touched, the people that you would have touched, the experiences that you would have created, the money that you would have earned, it's all going somewhere else. It's not just not going to happen, it's going somewhere else. I promise you, it's going somewhere else. But it's rightfully yours. Your purpose has a tremendous experience and tremendous beauty in the manifestation of what it is that you can create for your own individuality, the way that you live. But if you keep messing around with stuff that doesn't matter, or you keep playing the game, I can't get myself to do what's necessary, or you're not reaching bigger enough, or you're not considering the fact that if you have it to do today, do it. Remember in The Science of Getting Rich, Waddles said something very important in there about this. He said, you're to do all that you can do today. You're not to do a week's work in a day. You're not to do a month's work in a day. But you're to do all that you can do today. And he also pointed out that when you don't do it, you have no idea the problem that you've caused within the universe as far as the law of vibration and attraction of what's coming to you. Because you don't know what's been set up already, right? Because when you make a decision, the universe starts to move and it starts to bring everything according to the decision that you've made, good, bad, or indifferent. But when you don't do it, whatever was already in place is now reorganized to go someplace else. Does that mean that you can't get it back? Well, as long as you still have time, you can reorder your mind and do it, but it's going to take more time when you do that, because that's the start and stop, and you never get into the momentum, right? The momentum creates that energetic channel where things are coming to you consistently. The people that are staying in the behaviors are having win after win after win after win. And the only reason they're having those wins is because they're in the behaviors. They're doing the simple things every day that keeps everything moving in your direction. There's always a way to get whatever it is that you need, but there's not always the time. What is the seriousness in what you're doing? There's always something going on that it can be a distraction, but what's the seriousness in which what it is that you're doing, right? Do you look forward based on what you want to accomplish by, say, different ages that you reach in your life? You probably will not be as productive at 80 as you are at 40. So if you think to yourself, well, what do I want to be doing at 80 based on what I know now, although that could possibly change, am I setting myself up so that I can do that at 80 or at 70 or at 90 or at 60? Doesn't matter what it is. Because the only thing that you know that you've got right now is what you've got right now. That's the only thing that's certain. So what you invest in that time right now, in that certainty, is a cause set in motion that will bring about an effect. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about that. That's for certain. It's just tomorrow that's not certain. So we want to think about that from the perspective of, am I doing everything today that I can do, right? And again, Waddle said, you're not supposed to rush. You're not supposed to hurry. Just do what you have to. That's enough, right? That's enough. Everybody's got the same 24 hours. If you just do what you need to do in one day, you can win as big as you want as long as you're here. It's pretty simple, actually. It's our mind that gets distracted in other directions.